guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. On the option right is Fields. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now Fields. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Now it's Fields. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Well, here we go on 4th down. Fields quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Fields. And it's caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Odell Beckham. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Fields. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Tackled by Emmanuel Mosley. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. That is incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try to put his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Fields now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Tannehill. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. The slot man in motion right. Now Tannehill. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back to throw, Tannehill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Let's go.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, hey, hey. Give. Yo, triple left.
Play action. It's Tannehill. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Tannehill now to throw. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. Now Tannehill. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Tiger.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. Flushed out right. That's complete to Pierce. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here's Pierce on the counter. And they get to him quickly here as he stops right around the 13. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Right.
Here's Tannehill. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Tucker's kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they were able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A shotgun snap, Fields. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And that one going to come up short, low throw.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down for Odell Beckham Jr. We can finally say it, partner. OBJ got his ring. Really fit in with the Rams once he got there and was invaluable in leading them to a Super Bowl victory. Suffered a knee injury in that game, but he's back and ready for an encore in 2022.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
To the 27-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Fields. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Fields. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Back to throw, Fields. Forced out to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Justin Fields, 15 yards. And the Broncos are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
It's the score. Broncos 24, Seahawks 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Seahawks take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw here taken in by Parker.
5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Seattle Seahawks. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. This is Smith with a grab. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They will run it. It's McKissick. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Broncos
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle.
And
that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Hey.
Here's Tannehill. Flush to his right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Herb Smith Jr., a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Now it's Fields. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out to his left. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looks like he'll throw here. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Off the option, here's Akers. And a solid run down inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Going right back to Akers. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Here's Fields. That's out to the flat for Akers. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now Fields. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run here with Akers. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Well, partner, that'll do it. These Week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation, a fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to these start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for the Broncos, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.
Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how